I always thought of television as black box theater. I mean, it's very intimate and small, except, but theater is obviously more theatrical. Television, I just feel there's a whole different set of skills that sometimes theater people are not prepared when they...
I think it's easier for television people to do theater than
vice
theater
versa. I would agree.
Because television is about connecting emotionally, and it's more intimate. And I think it's easier for those kind of actors to maybe then up the energy, as opposed to people who are working just energetically and not as emotionally, truthfully. I mean, you can pretend emotion in the theater. You cannot do it on film and television.
What I found in the few years that I've been out here from a theater background is that I don't feel I'm doing enough when I'm doing exactly what my teacher's loving. I also feel very like I have a mask on my face and I'm just, and I'm connected. But I also feel like I'm not doing anything.
I know. And that, by the way, is a great point, because a lot of my students in class that have done a lot of theater, when I say, that was brilliant, that was great, we're going to go with that. And they go, oh, no, I could do it better. I go, no, you can't. And then they sit down. They're really upset until we watch it back.
And then
they see it. Right. And they go, and one person about a week ago in class, I said, what's wrong? They go, oh, that scares me. And I go, why is it scary? Because I don't know what I did. And I said, you didn't do anything. You just let it go and let it be. And because it's so potent on film. You know, but people who...
We're not used to, theater people are not used to seeing themselves on film and getting that immediate feedback, like a class, a camera class. And so it's hard to not manipulate your face to do... It's an unnatural, it's almost very unnatural.
Until it becomes a habit.
Until it becomes a habit. And then it starts to, you go, ooh, I was doing so much before.
I know. And that's what I said earlier about the biggest pet peeve and the biggest problem that most actors have is they don't trust that they're enough. And if you really,
it's true.
If you really look at commercials now, even the most bizarre situation, people are literally not doing stuff. They're not performing. They're just talking. I mean, think about this. One of the most ludicrous commercials on the air is Jack in the Box. Ping pong head guy, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I would agree.
Everybody's just talking. There's nobody trying to do anything.
Or the gecko.
Or the gecko. I mean, it's all actually good actors. If you really look at the commercials, you'll see people who have done a lot of film, and they're not trying to be funny.
You know, it's hard when you get something in a breakdown called quirky. You know, they're just sending over the gals that are, you know, or the guys that are
quirky.
Yeah, but someone who doesn't necessarily reek of quirkiness might go in and start doing, you know, bum.
Exactly.
And you think.
But that's what I say about casting. I don't know if I finished the thought a little while ago, is that when I said on callbacks, like only 40% is what you look like, then 30% is your talent and your ability to take direction, and then the last 30% is that your actual personality, your confidence, and your essence. And some people are just quirky. I know a lot of my students and people that I know, they say hello and it's funny. You can't teach that. Either people are that or they're not. But there's other people that can't, those same quirky people won't be taken seriously doing dramatic theatrical work. Part of what most actors need to really get is who they are. And I know you took a workshop.
I took a fabulous Essence workshop that says you can't fight what you are.
No.
I mean, you can't deny that I am moneyed looking because I have an angular face, or I look like the librarian or whatever, or the rich wife. But inside of me feels very quirky. And how am I supposed to, when I know, you know, so I try to say, well, maybe if I don't wear the hair down, I wear it up and I wear less makeup. But it's me. It's who I am, and I'm never going to be the best sidekick, best friend.
No, you're not.
Even though I feel like that inside.
I know, but that's part of. See, in my book, because I know who you worked in that Essence workshop, I have a whole chapter that I think, in a way, a questionnaire in that book about determining your essence. Most actors
or archetype.
Well, I don't know what he called it, but I call it your personality, confidence, your essence, your type. But it's most actors don't think about it because I'm an actor. I can do anything. Well, the problem with that is when you're first starting, it doesn't work that way. Once you become Meryl Streep or Johnny Depp or a major name in the business, then you can do whatever you want. But when you're first getting started, people are still trying to figure out who you are. And it'll be a great help to your career and to the people that you're talking to. Like an agent might say to you, well, how do you see yourself? And if you can't talk intelligently about that, you're probably not going to connect with that agent as well as you would if you were able to talk about that. You understand?
I do.
Most actors don't know. And so because even in my class, when there's time, sometimes we do what I call a little typing session. And I ask people, well, does this person look like she has the information or needs the information? Is this lower class, middle class, working class, executive class, upper scale? It's just the way it is.
It is the way it is. And as much as I'd love to play trailer trash, because I'd love to just try that world, I'm never going to go in for that.
No. And I
or I may go in, but I'm never going to get it because they know what they need to see.
Because you know why?
Sorry.
Commercials, there's no time. Like theatrically, when you're in the theater or most film and television shows, you have a minute or much longer to create a character. In commercials, that way. That's how long you have to create a character. They don't have time. And your essence has to match up with what you look like. It has to. And otherwise, they can't pinpoint you and put you where they need to go so people can either aspire to be you or identify with you. So it's really important for people to know that. And I would say 75% of actors, whether they're brand new or up to 3 or 4 years in the business, do not have a clue. They just sort of let the jobs they get define them. So they're missing out on jobs they should be, and they're going out for ones they shouldn't be.